Ooh, what's up, guys? Cody today with some Leblanc ranked gameplay. So, for those of you who don't know, Leblanc is kind of like my go-to champion for mid lane, because of the fact that she's just super snowbally, and a lot of people down in my elo just don't know how to play against her. So yeah, she's just kind of a good pick. She only struggles against Zed really, and unfortunately that's picked quite often. But it's like it's not something I have to necessarily worry about all that much. So this game went really well for me, and part of that is going to be because of this Evelyn that I have. And so as you can see, she's coming up right now, and TF, I don't know what exactly he's doing, but yeah, he dies because he just, I don't know what he was thinking. But so yeah, Evelyn just does that. TF decides he's gonna TP back in, which is not it's a good idea for him to TP back in, but he's just gonna do the same. He's gonna have the same mistakes that he just did. So Evelyn's coming in, and so I know all I have to do is just W and E him, and he's dead because Evelyn's gonna come in and fall the damage, and yeah. So that's a good start for me, and that's a terrible start for TF with 2 deaths now for him. So yeah, this is good. This is a really good start, and this is pretty much like what LeBlanc wants anyways. So right now he's starting to figure out how to play against me, kind of. He's starting to figure out that he has to play farther back and just like kind of farm with his cards. But at this point in time, I'm like, okay, I'll just wait till level 6 and then I'll all-in him, because that way it'll just be easier for me to get to him. And so right now it's just kind of like me waiting out, and he's wasting away his mana, which is good for me. But he's still playing really far back, so even when I hit level 6, I might not be able to kill him because he's just so far back. So I saw Elise was up here getting chased by Evelyn was chasing Elise, but I decided I was gonna go help to see if I could, and turns out they killed her before I ever got there, so they didn't need me. It didn't really make much of a difference. It's just, you know, I can't really do anything mid, especially if I start screwing up stuff. Now, Evelyn is gonna continue to want to just like try to put this TF on tilt, and I do not want to touch TF. I don't want to touch TF when he's so far under his tower. But so Elise comes in, I double chain her, flash away because I know I'm gonna die potentially, and she gets rooted under tower and dies. So that's an easy kill for me. And then Evelyn comes by and picks up a kill on TF. So yeah, this game's going really good, and the game keeps going like this for pretty much the whole time. Evelyn gets kind of bitchy about things for whatever reason. Like when I start to roam around, she keeps like asking me like why I'm where I am, and like when I take blue buff from her. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. She alt flashes to get under there, and I killed TF, but I die in the process because he just gold carded me under tower. Right now, my bot lane's doing really good, and top's doing pretty good too, considering it's a Vlad. For whatever reason, TF decides he's gonna ult back to mid lane, which is not what you're supposed to be doing as TF. as TF, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to save your ult for when you need it, actually. So I cheat Tristana here. Got a nice easy kill on her. That was like simple textbook. I just Q'd and then W'd, and then I threw out a double chain just to keep her in place. So now time to get dragon. And so yeah, this game is going off. It's going really well. So right now, item wise, I have to figure out what I want to build. Because right now I'm building my Morellonomicon. Okay. Right here, Elise gets invaded. I had to double jump to catch up, and then I take blue buff, and she gets all mad at me. Because, you know, she feels like she's entitled to it, even though it's kind of mine. But it's whatever. It's whatever. You know, I just didn't say anything, and I go and get a kill. Just be like, yeah, this is my blue buff, Evelyn. Get off my back. So I've got Morellonomicon. And normally I would build an Abyssal Scepter as my second item, but since TF is doing so bad and Vlad isn't doing all that great and Elise isn't doing all that great either, I decided that I'm gonna build a Luden's Echo or a Death Cat, depending upon how the situation plays out. Because I build a Death Cap when I'm really far ahead. And build a Luden's Echo when I'm not, but I'm still winning. But yeah, the kill on TF there was just textbook. Q Q W E Q, just really simple. With Leblanc, pretty much like there's a few different combos that you can do with her. But the main thing that my main combo is just the QR. The QRW, and then throw out an E if I need to, because the QR does a ton of damage and is pretty much just guarantees the kill. So Vlad here decides to ult us and get in range of Alistar. Not the smartest play by him. I mean, he dealt damage, but I mean, it really just was not worth his death. So yeah, right there, I just clicked my buttons there in this last engage because sometimes I'll click W when I shouldn't, and I'll jump back, and it really screws stuff up. For me, because what happens is I'll click W thinking that I have it to use, but it's really to jump back to something. So I got it. That's one of the things that I still have to work on with LeBlanc, is just making sure 100% of the time that I am good to go. So yeah, right here I get, I try to help Evelyn there. She got caught out because she's getting cocky, and the whole team just kind of gets cocky. But yeah, so they get dragon. Alistar, I don't really know what he's doing, and he keeps chasing them for whatever reason. Finally decides to back off because he finally understood that, like, I was not following that. I was not following him into that, because as you can see, there's no vision, and when there's no vision, that's not really something that you want to do. So we get Rift Scuttler for Poppy, so that way she can push top while we do our stuff mid. So yeah, it's right now at this point in time in the game, we're so far ahead, and when you're this far ahead, what you really just do is you just need to play smart and just push lanes and get objectives. You just need to do that, and get Dragon and Bear whenever it's up, pretty much. Right, Evelyn and Poppy are just like going too far in. Evelyn for the most part, and this is if their team was more organized, they could potentially get more out of the fact that our team is screwing up. But they're not, and as you're gonna see, Lucian gets a kill. Lucian gets a double kill in a 4v2. So their team is just sucking. So yeah, right now, as LeBlanc at this stage of the game, what I really need to be doing is just like going around getting picks and whatnot, and because it's really hard to team fight at this point of time because they're playing super defensive at this stage. So yeah, the enemy's playing super defensive. It's really hard for me to get anything done in terms of damage because the second I jump on somebody, I die. And as you can see right there, like I said, I jumped on Leblanc and died. My team's still gonna get a couple kills, but but dying, they're not necessarily worth it in the long run. Evelyn ults Vlad while Vlad's in his W for whatever reason. But yeah, so we got a turret because we finally got the team fight in. And Dragon's going to be up soon, so I'm just trying to clear out this wave real quick. Before Dragon gets up, so that way that wave's being pushed while we're going and getting Dragon. And yeah, I see Blitzcrank is coming, so I decide I'm just gonna get some damage off on him, and it takes him down to half health. So I was pretty happy with that. Right here, that was nice and easy on Tristana. Alistar gets a good knock on to Elise. She doesn't die, unfortunately, and we all flash over the wall to pick off these kills. Not necessarily needed, but yeah. So you stay around, and we get this inhib and the tower there. So right now it's just a methodical game of just ending this out. Really right now what we should be doing is going and getting Baron, but since my team, yeah, we don't get Baron this game, I don't think, because for whatever reason my team just really doesn't want to do that. And even though like right now like we should really just be getting Baron. Oh, this is nice. TF throws out his Q, threw out his Q over by the Raptors. Had it locked in the blue card to try to clear the wave, and yeah. Okay, so I think we do get Baron then in this. Then it was a different game that I was thinking of. So yeah, right now getting Baron is what we need to do because it helps end the game. I don't care, like a lot of times for whatever reason people are like, oh, we don't need Baron to end the game, we don't need to do that, it's not needed. And then, but really honestly, if you just get Baron, the game ends so much faster. So it's like really dumb not to get Baron because Baron is like securing the win. And if you don't do that, then that's just silly. And so of course we're not. Yeah. Okay. So we're not getting Baron. But so like we can't end right now in a 4v5 because they're just gonna stall out. So the only way we can win is for one of them to screw up. And right here, I get hooked, and getting hooked there actually resulted in us winning the game because because they blew everything on me, and my team got time to take out everybody else. So in a way, they threw it right there. But I mean, technically that wasn't really the best of plays for me. But I mean, it still worked out. So yeah, this was just a methodical game. You know, had we gotten Baron, it would have just been a lot cleaner at the very end. But yeah, we didn't. But we still win anyways because we kind of just snowballed the whole game out. Evelyn was really good aside from being toxic, and everyone just did good. Like I was saying, LeBlanc, she's just kind of like my go-to pick for mid lane, just because she's really strong, and her only bad matchup is Zed. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe if you did, and see you in the next one. Thanks.